Welcome to WagerTalk TV, everyone. Minty Bets here with Jeff. Give him a follow on Twitter at Osheim Sports and Matt Josephs at Mid-Major Matt on Twitter. Give them both a follow. Guys, the Big Ten is back. We're talking Wisconsin hosting Illinois, and I have the line here. Wisconsin at 19.5, laying 19.5 at home, I should say, and the total is set at 51.5. Wisconsin's known to be pretty dominant defensively. What do you think about this game, Jeff?
Yeah, Minty, thanks for having me on tonight. If you look at Wisconsin, you look at the offense, and that's going to be the big question mark with this team this year. They've lost their top running back, and obviously Jonathan Taylor. The question is, how do they replace over 6,000 rushing yards and 50 touchdowns? They lost the Rivington Trophy winner, Tyler Idad, and their elite starting quarterback during the offseason had foot surgery. So I know the quarterback now is I believe it's going to be Graham Mertz, and maybe Matt can correct me on that if not, but he was the school's highest rated quarterback recruit ever. He is a redshirt freshman. Defense for Wisconsin is going to be just as good as they've been in the past. They've lost two key linebackers, but I don't think that's going to be a big issue. The reason why I lean with Wisconsin is because my math model likes them a little bit more than what the spread shows, and it's a major revenge spot for the Badgers. They got upset last year by Illinois as 30.5-point underdogs. It was the biggest upset in the Big Ten since 1982. And before that game, Wisconsin had beaten Illinois 9 straight games and 13 of the last 14. Lovie Smith with Illinois, vastly improved team. I'm actually a little excited about their offense this year. Defense is going to be the biggest question mark for Illinois this year. They lost their top four defensive linemen. And they were 48th in rushing success rate allowed last year. That's going to plummet. I have them about 80th in rushing success allowed, and they were 19th in stuff rate, Illinois was last year, and I think that's going to go way down as well. So I like Wisconsin laying the points here. The one concern I have with Wisconsin is no home field advantage. The Big Ten has announced that only family is going to be allowed into the stands. So the Badgers lose probably one of the best, strongest home field advantages in college football. So that's the only issue. It's a pass for me, but a slight lean with Wisconsin.
Good points there. Thank you so much, Jeff. I also lean Wisconsin laying the points. And Matt, what do you think?
Well, I mean, revenge is a powerful thing when it comes to football, especially a game like this, because Wisconsin's a prideful program when it comes to losing to Illinois. Like that shouldn't really happen. And no offense to the Illinois fans or anything like that, but a couple of things that were not pointed out. When you look at the guy replacing Biadze, the offensive lineman for Wisconsin, it's a guy who's gone back and forth between defensive tackle and offensive line. So here's a guy who's got to call out the plays at center and set everybody up. And here he's a defensive tackle before. So it'll be interesting to see how quickly he learns things. Wisconsin's kicking situation, if this was a close game, their kicker Colin Larsh last year was 5 of 11 from 30 plus. So if it was a close game, that's a question mark on their end. If you look at Illinois, the secondary is going to be decent this year, but if they're not getting any pressure, it's not going to matter. And as Jeff talked about, there's all those defensive line that they have to replace. They replaced their top 3 running backs. Mike Epstein's back, but of course we know how injury prone he is. They are returning the kicker and the punter. It should be a very good special teams. If it was a close game, the key for this one is turnovers. Illinois plus 10 in turnover margin on the season. They were 12th in the nation, led the Big Ten. If they're not getting the turnovers, then they're not going to win this game. And certainly with it being the first game, there could be some sloppiness here. Could be a perfect live betting situation. Get a feel for how both these teams look early on. Maybe you look towards an under, you look towards an over, see how the game flow goes. With these first timers, I like to look at a live betting situation to see how the first quarter or so goes.
All righty, good stuff there, guys. That was Matt and Jeff at WagerTalk and Sports Memo. Right now, there is a $49 3-day all-access special at sportsmemo.com and wagertalk.com. Go check it out before it expires.